Good morning. It is 10 o'clock and welcome to Lincoln Ware Live. Of course, we're here every Sunday morning from 10 until 11 right here on WKRP-TV. And we will be here every Sunday morning, 10 o'clock. We've got a great show lined up for you today. Cincinnati Benefits and Resources. Now, this is a website that's got every resource you could possibly need. They can find it for you. They can help you out with it. And the website address is cincybenefitsinfo.com. And here to tell us a little bit about it, Don Bretnitz, and she is the founder of Cincinnati Benefits and Resources. And Don, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. And
Marci Cook is on the way, so she'll be here shortly. Now, tell us a little bit about this website. I mean, anything you could possibly need. Angel Food Ministries, you've got child care assistance, you've got clothing assistance, drug and alcohol assistance, Duke Energy utility assistance. I mean, just you name it, it's on this website. Who came up with that idea? That's a great idea.
Well, basically what happened is my mom called me one day, and my mom is on a fixed income. She's on a lot of medications because she has some medical issues, and she asked me a question. And the question was simply, how am I supposed to be able to afford all of this medication on a limited income? Is there anything that can help me? So I started to do some research on the internet, and I was able to find a website that's called internetdrugcoupons.com. We went through her list of medications, and today she saves $250 to $300 a month in her prescription medication. I've continued doing research and thought I surely can't be the only person that has a family member in this situation. So it started off as a blog and quickly became a website, and what you see today with all the resources that are available on a national, local level.
Now, so many people take 4, 5, and 6 prescription, pills a day. So, and you've got this deal with Walgreens, I believe. Is it Walgreens or?
There's a Walgreens healthcare clinic for folks that have Medicare and Medicaid or private insurance. They can go there if they just need to go for a simple sore throat. Instead of going to the primary care physician office, which may be 30 minutes away, if you've got one of these Walgreens clinics down the street 10 minutes away, you can go there.
Now, what about the prescription assistance?
Prescription assistance is with needymeds.com. If you're an uninsured individual, you can go there, and they simply list all of the drug companies there and the medications that they offer on a patient assistance level. You take that form to your doctor, you and your doctor complete that form, and then see if you qualify to get free medications through the mail until you're able to acquire that insurance.
Okay, if you want more information on this, give us a call right now at 513-381-3838, 513-381-3838, or 513-651-3838. And just so many other resources here for you, and we'll go down the list of them. The list is so long. We'll go down the list for you, and if you've got questions about anything on this list, give us a call, and we'll answer the question for you at 513-381-3838, 513-651-3838. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we want to hear from you right here on Lincoln Ware Live. Oh, okay, and don't forget, the new WKRP-TV, that's our new call letters now, WKRP-TV. So just remember that from now on out, it's WKRP-TV. We'll take a quick break and we'll return and we'll hear your calls. People are calling already. Back in a moment. We are back live. Lincoln Ware Live is the program. We've got Don Bretnitz and we've got Marci Cook with us from Cincinnati Benefits and Resources. And we were just going down the list. We were just starting on the list. The list is long on the resources that's on that website. Once again, we're going to put the website address up on the screen for you to write it down because it can come in handy. Just like Duke Energy utility assistance. And of course, welcome to the show, Marci.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. You were on my radio show on Friday, and we got calls like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, really?
People asking about this. Now, tell us a little bit about the Duke Energy utility assistance. How does that work? If someone needs help there, they go to the website, and what will it tell them?
Actually, the Duke Energy, it's the HEAP application.
Okay.
And a lot of different times people think they have to go to Duke, or they call and they sit on hold for a very long time to access that. So it is located there, and it can be printed out and filled out and then submitted for heat assistance for the weatherization crisis that goes on during the winter.
Now, even you can help people get a computer discount on computers.
I'll let Don take that one.
Yeah, tell us about that.
There is a company that is called Computer Cooperative, and this is a company that takes donations from different organizations and will refurbish the computers. And they've developed a program for children, kindergarten through 12th grade, senior citizens or low-income families, and they're able to get a computer anywhere from $53 up to $133, depending upon where you fall in that category.
Okay. All right.
So it's been very helpful.
Let's go to the telephones, 513-381-3838, 651-3838. Let's start it off this morning with Rhonda. Rhonda, you are the first caller of the day. How you doing today?
Good morning. I just wanted to call in and tell the ladies that for the single parent, I seen you guys on Regina Carswell last Sunday, Cincinnati Matters, and that's the first time I heard about it. But I think it's a good thing that you're informing the public on how to get help, especially in times like these. People really need to be informed, and I just wanted to say thank you this morning for putting that out there. My mother is my Bible.
It's a great website. It's a great website.
It's a great website, and information is the key. But a lot of people don't have their mothers or elders in their life. So I really want to thank you for informing the public.
All right, thanks for your call.
Thank you.
Now, you even will help them with legal assistance. If they need to find some legal help, you direct them there also.
Yes, the Legal Aid Society of Cincinnati. The information for that is out on the website, and as you might know, Legal Aid Society here in Cincinnati is a nonprofit organization, and they are there to assist people who cannot afford legal counsel.
Even if someone needs a haircut and they don't know where, they don't have money to afford a haircut and they need it at a discount price, you can lead them there also.
Yes, there's a wonderful organization downtown. It's called Haircuts from the Heart. And Haircuts from the Heart is an organization that is for low-income folks. You do have to meet their income criteria in order to qualify possibly to receive a $2 haircut.
All right, let's go back to the telephones. Let's go to Jack. Jack, good morning. How are you?
Oh, fine, sir. How are you?
Pretty good.
You know, in all aspects that we have, people needing this, needing that, whether it's food, electrical assistance with their utilities, and what have you, we always rely on charities to help, and as the ladies mentioned, they're the nonprofit organizations. What I've always wondered, and I've thought of this as a good thing, that so many businesses, they rely on everybody's money, whether you're rich, poor, what have you. If the people that are poor don't have the money to buy from these businesses, those businesses hurt. At the same time, these businesses could turn around and make these donations, because generally they're tax deductible, and kind of help everybody out.
And a lot of these businesses do donate to the community chest and things like that. And, you know, they do business. They even have, even at the job site, they have employees even contribute.
Yes.
And then they match it and make a big donation to the community chest. So they do give, I have to admit, you know, like Carl Linder and his company, Great American, they spend millions of dollars every year donating.
Well, I didn't mean to speak out of turn, but where do you see this information at that these people have done this?
Well, you can call the community chest, and they'll probably give you a list. Or where?
United Way.
United Way, that's what I mean, United Way. They will give you a list of their contributors. Okay, Jack?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for your call. General Electric, all the, you know, Procter and Gamble, they.
I think one of the biggest problems right now, Lincoln, is that the city is overwhelmed with the amount of individuals, families that are in need right now. Whereas before it was low income and just homeless. Now it's spread all the way across the board.
Yes.
You know, working families and children are suffering economically.
And, just like all the foreclosures, you even have a place on the website for people to find emergency shelter and things like that. So, yeah, it's got to be overwhelming for people who donate, and they're probably just barely able to donate what they used to donate, if that much. So it's tough. Tanya, how are you?
Fine.
You have a question?
Yes, I just wanted to know, do y'all help with, like, kids that have to pay they fines off the school to graduate out of high school?
Okay, you're saying if they lost the
They
book,
student fees.
their student fees.
Like, do you help with graduates that have to pay student fees and get their cap and gown?
Wow.
For people that don't have the resources to do it for their kids?
No, that's something that we currently don't have out there, Tanya, but I will tell you, my children attend Cincinnati Public Schools as well, and if you contact your son or daughter's counselor and let them know economically that you're struggling, the schools do have funds to assist with that.
Okay. Call your school counselor.
Okay, thank you.
And just tell them you just unable to pay, and
Right.
they might be able to, you know, direct them to
Make
someone who
arrangements.
will maybe, you know,
Because a lot
contribute
of
to
things that I found out as far as schools are concerned, there are individual donors. There are families that take on and call the school and say, you know, we'd like to adopt a student in need. And that may be something that she could look into as well.
Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come right back. 513-381-3838. 651-3838. If you've got questions about Cincinnati benefits and resources, we'll be back in just one moment. We are back live. Lincoln Ware Live is the program right here on WKRP-TV. And when you were on my radio show, we talked about the diabetic meter, and you said you can get them free. If you're suffering from diabetes out there, you need to keep track of your blood sugar level, and you can get the meters free. And how do you do that?
You can get a free one-touch AccuCheck mini meter, and you can go directly online to our website, and if you click on diabetic assistance, you can click on log on, fill out the information, and they'll actually send you a coupon that you'll be able to take to Kroger's, Walgreens, CVS pharmacy and get yourself a free diabetic meter.
All right, put that website. The website is up on the screen right now, and log on, and boy, so many things about. We have a lot of guys up in Lebanon and Warren institution. You know, the guys who, and then they're going to get out of jail eventually, and they're going to. It's tough on ex-offenders when they get out of jail. Can they get any help from this website?
They would be able to be directed to, you know, depending upon if they're coming home to a halfway house situation or just being let out and having to kind of go at their own. They would be able to find a lot of resources, the homeless shelters, which I know if you stay there for a certain period of time, you do get a homeless certificate, which allows you to get your own place. Of course, all the food pantries are listed out there, so they wouldn't go hungry. And then the utility assistance, they would be able to utilize that as well. So there are some things that are out there that they would be able to use immediately, but currently Dawn and I are working on benefits for ex-offenders and trying to find specific companies that will ensure, hey, we'll hire you.
Okay, great, great. So guys, I guess they're allowed to get on the computers there, and I'm sure this is one of the websites that won't be blocked off. So log on to that website, put that website up on the screen again, so all my viewers up there at Lebanon and Warren who check us out every Sunday will be able to take advantage of that website. Let's go to Lakisa. Lakisa, how you doing?
Hi, good morning, Leakin and guests. I had a question. Now, does this program help with like people that help with the before net pay, because you know how some resources and some programs help you only if what you're making before taxes is low income. Now, do they help with like average people? Because like what I bring home after taxes is like I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and a lot of programs when you go and show them your paycheck, they're like, well, you're over income, and it's like when you bring home, and then plus I'm taking care of a dependent child, so it's like, where are the resources out there for people that are struggling for real? But maybe if you're looking at their paycheck, it's not like they're struggling. But like I said, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and then with like debt and all that. So I was just wondering if it helped with like average everyday people that really have trouble.
All right, that's a good question. Thanks for your call. I know a lot of them have income guidelines, a lot of these organizations, and you don't know which ones will. I guess you just have to take the chance and just go ahead and ask them, you know, which each individual organization.
What we try to do on the website is, as we run across the organizations that do require a certain income guideline, is we do list it out there so that folks can go ahead and review that and determine whether or not they do qualify. But there are several programs out there that do not have an income guideline, and I think one of the best programs out there are two of them. It's just the Angel Food Ministries and Great Food for All. And there is no income guideline for that, and that is a great way to stretch your grocery dollar. When you're going there and you can purchase as many units as you'd like, and each unit is $30, and you're getting $60 to $75 worth of groceries, especially for a family, that's going to go a long way.
Yeah,
and no income guidelines there.
Yeah. So how does that work? You pay $30, and then they'll give you $60 or $70 in groceries.
Basically what you do is you go to the host site, and we do list the host sites out on the website, and you go, you'll pay your $30 up front, or if you are a Ohio Direction Card recipient, they do take the food stamp card, and in 2 weeks then you'll receive your groceries. In between the two programs, Angel Food Ministries will deliver, well, not deliver, but you can pick up at the end of the month. Great Food for All does a pickup in the middle of the month. So if you can find yourself between the two sites, you can get those groceries every 2 weeks.
Okay. I mean, you can't beat that.
No, and food's excellent.
I'm telling you, and especially this time of year, Thanksgiving coming up. Now, what about mom and baby resources for, I guess, mothers who've got newborn babies and they need care for that? That's also on the website.
There's a lot of, outside of the WIC program, there are a lot of different churches and organizations that do have pantries where they donate items as well as diapers and formula. And Dawn created a list, an Excel spreadsheet that lists the telephone numbers and the days that they actually do that, so that moms can contact and say, you know, I'm running kind of low on diapers, can you help? And they would be able to go.
Let's go back to the telephones. Let's go to Brenda. Brenda, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
What's your question?
Well, my question is that I have had problems in getting jobs also. For one thing is that I have a felony on my record. I do have all kinds of, I got licenses and degrees, and I have certificates, and I am 58 years old. It's hard to get a job, and I am qualified. I have lost 2 jobs in 1 week last week because of my record.
What type of felony is it?
One of them is aggravated robbery, and one is aggravated burglary.
Oh, boy. Okay.
This has been 35 years ago. And I have had good jobs. I work for the Board of Education. And now at my age, I don't know, how can I get go to resources and get help? I went for public, for chauffeur license. I had the job. They denied me for my license. And I'm depressed about this. I don't have a job. I don't want to go homeless. You know, I do have an apartment, but I can't pay rent.
Yeah. Well, you might want to check out the website with the legal assistance. Maybe go to legal aid. You could probably get one of those felonies expunged, but when you have 2, you can't get anything expunged. You've got 2 of them, so that's even more problems there. But
So
go ahead.
Yeah. So that means that my whole life I will be bound without a job because of this record.
Well, there are some employers that will hire people with felonies. But yours, though, aggravated robbery and well, that's a tough one. Those are tough ones to get over.
There was a great job fair yesterday, and at that job fair, one of the things that, and that was at Pilgrim Baptist Church, they talked about how ex-offenders, they have to work, they have to eat too, they have families to take care of too. So I'm not thinking right off of telephone numbers, but my best suggestion for you would be this morning, call over to Pilgrim Baptist Church, it's on Lincoln Avenue, and inquire with them how you can go through the process, because Super Jobs was there yesterday. Super Jobs has a program, as well as Community Action Agency has a program for individuals with felonies. So definitely you want to check out those two resources for your situation.
On Lincoln Avenue?
On Lincoln Avenue in Walnut Hills.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thanks a lot.
Let us know what happens.
I sure will, Lincoln.
All right, thanks for your call.
Thank you very much.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thanks for your call. All right, 381-3838. Got a few more minutes left here with Don and Marci. Now, the website address, you're updating this constantly. The website, and adding more resources on there.
That is a daily effort for us, and it's what makes Cincinnati Benefits and Resources different, because Dawn and I, even though we do work full-time jobs, we are on the website making sure that the information is accurate and up-to-date daily. We respond, when you click on the Contact Us page, we respond to those emails, even if we don't have an answer, just to let you know we're working on it, and as soon as we find something, we will get back to you. So, yeah.
All right, let's go to Alan. Alan, good morning. You're on Lincoln Ware Live. How are you?
Good morning. I have
oh, Ellen. I'm sorry, that's Ellen. Sorry about that.
That's
go ahead.
Okay. I'm a recovering addict. I have 10 years. And I was called to do foster care. I feel it was my calling. I put everything down on my application. I told the truth. I did have a 241 case 13 years ago. I was certified by the state and by Hamilton County. I did foster care for a year. When Marcus Pfizer incident happened, they came in, took my license, took the kids, and said because I once had a case under 241 kids, I could no longer do foster care. And I feel like it was unfair.
And they did a lot of people like that. They did a lot of people like that from that Marcus Pfizer incident. They just ran checks on everybody, and anybody that threw up a red flag, they didn't want to take any chances. So what do you need? What are you asking for? They have something on the website about drug and alcohol assistance, but I guess you're recovering. I guess what you're trying to find out is how you can get back into taking care of kids.
Well, after I got into it, it was more than I expected. And I would like to do respites when they need temporary placement. I don't want to do it full-time anymore. I've been employed on my job for 8 years. I like what I do, and I also have a store. But I just felt like, it was just so unfair because there are people that never have anything shown on their record, that have things going on in their household, and that I do foster care and should not even be a foster parent, and doing it for the money.
Yes. All right, well, check out this website, and, I know it's not fair, but, keep trying, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
Thanks for your call. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Jackie and Mary and others, 381-3838. We've got Cincinnati Benefits and Resources with us this morning. And if you need some help, some resources, we've got them for you. Back in a moment. And we are back live. Lincoln Ware Live is the program. We've got Cincinnati Benefits and Resources, Don Bretnitz and Marci Cook right here with us this morning. And we're taking your calls. And what about the glasses? Everybody needs glasses, at least if they're, 40 plus, maybe even 35. Everybody needs glasses. You got glasses that they can get for $8. Tell us about that.
Glasses, that is correct. On the website, if you click on Eye Care Resources, the first one is Zinni Optical, and it takes you directly to their link, and you can click on those $8 glasses, and the glasses do come with frames. That's one of the things people ask. Do you get the glasses in the frame? Yes, you get.
For $8, I guess
for $8. The only thing that you need would be you type in your prescription, and you need your PD, which is your peripheral distance. A lot of folks don't know what that is, but it's the distance between temple to temple, because they don't want to make them too wide or too narrow.
Can they do that at home?
Actually, it would come from the optician or ophthalmologist would have that information.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you what, more benefits than you can imagine on this website. We'll keep flashing it up on the screen. Make sure you write it down. Don't call me at the station. What was that website address again? We're flashing it on the screen. If you don't get it, I'm going to hang up on you if you call me wanting to know this after we go off the air. Pearl, good morning. How are you?
Oh, fine. How are you?
Pretty good.
I have a question about Medicare.
Yes.
Medicaid. I've been disabled over 10 years, and I've been in a wheelchair for 10 years. And when I applied, I used to get a medical card up until August and, 03. And they took my medical card away from me. They said I wasn't entitled because I had grown children. And then when I tried to reapply again, they denied me. They said, we have no proof that you're...
Hello? Go ahead. You have no proof that what?
They said Department of Human Services says, well, we don't have any proof that you are disabled. I've been in a wheelchair for years.
Well, on the website, they do have Medicaid and Medicare assistance, and they could, if you can get online, they'll direct you to the information, unless you have anything else to add. Could you tell her anything else?
A lot of times it's income guideline, depending upon what your income is, whether or not you get a Medicaid card.
My income is 0.
Okay.
And my husband suffers with advanced dementia. He's bedridden, and he has a retirement. His retirement and his Social Security, disability that they give him. But my income for myself, I have 0 income, and I can't even get a medical card.
They do group that together, the income for a couple. So you're under his income as well, and that might be what's prohibiting you from being able to receive that benefit. One of the things that I would suggest is that you do call Hamilton County Jobs and Family Services, and you do have to sit on hold just for a little while. And see if you can get that question answered by somebody. I know that they're going through a big overhaul down at Hamilton County Jobs and Family Services. If not, my other suggestion would be call legal aid and let them know what your situation is and see if they can assist you at all.
Okay.
All right, thanks for your call.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Jackie. Jackie, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, Lincoln?
Pretty good.
I'd like to give a comment to the ladies. I'd like to thank you, ladies, for all that you're doing. The resources that we're finding out that's available out there is just such a wonderful thing. And I know that you girls are probably going way far and beyond your active duty. And I'd like to give you your flowers now and tell you that it is a blessing to have women like you that's willing to help the city of Cincinnati. And the people of Cincinnati need to realize when you know better, you do better.
Right.
So they need to take this resource and do something with it. I hear a lot of people calling in. Take the advice. Use this website to help our city get back on our feet.
Yes.
And that's all. Lincoln, thank you for having these ladies on. And that's all I have to say.
All right. Thanks for your call. That's what we're here for, to inform the viewers of Lincoln Ware Live. And the resources are there. You just have to know where to find them. Right. Mary, how are you?
How y'all doing?
All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
On your website, do y'all have a link where you can go and get help for rental assistance?
Did you say mental?
You said rental assistance?
Rental.
Yeah. They've got, yeah, they've got, what did I see that?
Yes, we do. We have it's in an Excel spreadsheet form, and it lists all the places in Cincinnati that actually say that they have funds available to help you with rental assistance, as well as we have a utility assistance page out there. And that comes with, you know, all the phone numbers are listed, and the best advice would be to call. Now, what I found out just from getting feedback is that generally the money is available between the 1st and the 6th of the month to be assisted with those funds. So you want to call between the 1st and the 6th of the month to actually see if you can get access to funding. But Community Action Agency, as well as the Free Store Food Bank, were just given additional funds last Wednesday to help with the economic problem of people being able to pay the rent.
All right.
Hello?
Mary?
Some of these places, do they go by your income?
Some of them, most of them do go by your income. You need to show proof of income in order for them to extend a helping hand to you.
Okay, I had a question about the utilities for like a phone bill. Do you have like a link to that?
They have a Cincinnati Bell Lifeline application link, but that's for like if you're elderly and disabled.
Right, that is correct.
But I don't know of anything about your phone bill. I don't think so.
You don't think they help with your phone bill?
No, because your phone really is not a necessity like your gas and electric would be.
Right, right.
Phone is almost like a luxury.
Emergency, people leave from emergency or something.
Yeah, but normally you can run next door. Somebody's got a phone somewhere. You know, that's almost like cable, having your cable.
Right.
You know.
What they do is if you can't pay your bill and you can show that there's a medical need to have the phone on, they will make it 911 accessible.
Okay.
You won't be able to make calls, except
you'll be able to call 911 if you need.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's a good one. All right. Just to wrap things up here, employment assistance, you've got emergency shelter, education resources. What's the education resources? What's that about?
The education resources, what I put out there is where folks can go to start looking for some scholarships and also for the tutoring that folks may need to help their children through a particular subject. And we just kind of group that together so they can go to one place and find that.
Now, you know, a lot of people probably watching that don't have a computer, but they need all this information. Is there a number they can call to get this information? I know you probably don't have somebody sitting at a phone answering all these questions, but what can they do? Do you have any suggestion for people that don't have access to a computer that's watching this show right now?
Yes. The library is free.
Yeah, that's true.
We are all about finding things free and low cost. And a lot of people don't know that. But the library is free. They would be able to go and log on at the library. If they are unfamiliar with the website, the best suggestion then would be, we have gotten so many different social service organizations and churches involved with saying, hey, this is great. And the churches are actually building resource boards at their facility, at their churches. So as people come in, they can actually pick up and take a utility assistance list with them or a food pantry list. So I would say check with your local church, and they can always log on if they do have access or if they know someone computer savvy, and email us. And we'll answer the questions happily and let them know where to go and that we're searching and finding.
All right, I was going to let you go, but the lines are just jammed.
That's okay.
People have questions, so we'll go to Robert. Robert, how are you? Yo, Robert. Robert is gone. Let's go to Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda, how are you?
Hi, I just wanted to call you guys back and talk to you this morning.
Okay.
The lady who called in about the Lifeline.
Yes.
You can receive Lifeline. You don't have to be...
Well, I don't think she was calling about the Lifeline. She was calling about just a regular telephone.
Well, that's what it will be. Give me a minute, Lincoln. Give me a link. Give me a minute. You can go to the... You can get the paper from Community Action Agency, and you fill it out. If you receive food stamps or any kind of assistance from the government, they'll take your old bill, you'll pay $25 down, and then make good on the old bill along with the new bill. So you don't have to be elderly or disabled. You can receive government assistance, food stamps, or anything like that. And they will make sure that you have a phone in your house.
All righty.
Okay?
Thanks for that information. All right, Raymond. How you doing, Raymond?
Good. How you doing, Lincoln?
Okay.
Good. How you ladies doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. The reason why I'm calling because, okay, I've been in trouble with the law, and I haven't, been back in that system in 8 years. And I'm trying to find some employment or somebody I can go through about getting employment for ex-offenders.
Okay. They mentioned Super Jobs. You want to give them that information again?
If you contact Super Jobs as well as Community Action Agency, both of those organizations have specific ex-offender programs that you would be able to go through, complete, and find job placement at the end of that. They do assist you, and there are career coaches as well to help you walk through that.
Okay, you had mentioned some place over on Lincoln Avenue. What is that?
Yesterday, there was a very big job fair extravaganza, and there was about 400 people who were looking for work, and they had agencies there, specifically in the apprenticeship programs, plumbing, electricity, labor, and they were passing out applications, and they wanted you to get signed up. So I was suggesting, if you missed that, to call Pilgrim Baptist Church to see if they can give you the information or the phone numbers to the vendors they had there yesterday, so to put you in contact with them so you can find a job too.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hey, thanks for your call, Raymond.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Robert is back. Robert?
Yes.
How are you? Robert. Turn your TV down.
Today.
Turn your TV down.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Yes. Robert, turn your TV down because it's confusing.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this right now. Listen, they talking about that there is no job. They talk about that there is no jobs around here. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of jobs around here. You just got to go out there and look for it. You know what I'm saying? You cannot expect for a job just to come to your front door. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out there and find you a job. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talk about food stamps. You don't need food stamps. Go find a job. You know what I'm saying? Go get a job. You don't need no food stamps. You don't need no Social Security. Go find a job.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Robert.
That's the true fact. I mean, a lot of people sit around depending on churches and depending on the church to help them. You know what I'm saying? The only thing the church can do is give you the word and pray for you.
All right.
Go get a job, a job.
Gotta go. Thanks for your call. Thanks for the lecture this morning on getting a job. All right, Osmond, how are you? Osmond, turn your TV down. Turn the TV down.
Hello?
Yes.
This is Usman.
Osman, how you doing?
I'm all right. I used to be Marci's mechanic. I just was calling to actually ask about that church that they actually had over on Lincoln, but two callers before then. But I would also like to commend both of y'all also on the wonderful work that y'all are doing.
Thank you, Usman. And I haven't had a mechanic since you left. The information, Pilgrim Baptist Church, the Baptist Ministers Conference and Baptist Ministers Alliance got together and put on this job fair yesterday at Pilgrim Baptist Church. And what I was telling the previous callers, if they were unable to attend that yesterday, one of the things I was suggesting is that either they call the church and get the numbers to the vendors, the names of the vendors that were there yesterday to assist with jobs, or you can call Super Jobs or the Community Action Agency that deals specifically with job coaching, career placement. So those were the two suggestions that I had, but it was a great affair yesterday, and I think it really helped a lot of people who were struggling with finding employment. They said, you know, even though you might not find a job today or tomorrow, the hope is that we are rebuilding Cincinnati brick by brick, lumber by lumber, and that we will thrive again. And when we get ready to thrive, they want to make sure that we have enough plumbers, enough electricians, enough people in masonry to build the buildings that are going to need to be built. So definitely call either Pilgrim Baptist, or you might just want to check with Super Jobs.
All right, Osman, thanks for your call.
Thank you, Lincoln.
Appreciate it. Let's go to D. D, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
I was calling concerning the last caller that just called. He just called and was talking about people need to get up and get a job or whatever, and how easy it is. I've been working for the last 10 years, and I just got laid off. And I'm not looking for a handout or assistance or anything like that. I just need help trying to find a job.
Yeah, see, it's more people out there looking for jobs now than normally out there looking for jobs. So it's not as easy as he was making it sound.
Right, it's not. And I got 2 kids that's in college. I have 2 kids that's in college, and I can't, they won't even give us food stamps or anything. They saying that they need to get a job. But they go to regular UC, and it's hard. It's just so hard.
Hey.
I can't find nobody to help us.
All right. Hey, D, I hear you. I feel your pain. I've got a daughter in college also, and I tell you, the cost of college is going up every year. All right. Thanks for your call.
All right.
All right. Let's just wrap it up before we go to break. Can you put the website address up on the screen one more time before we go? But I want to thank you for coming out on this Sunday morning to give us that information, because it's vital information and it can help so many people who really don't know where to start. When they've got a problem, they just don't know the first place to go to get it, and you can just lay it out for them right here on your website. So you're doing a great job.
Encourage individuals that if you can get on the computer and there's something that you know you can't find it or no one's thought of it, those are the emails we want to get. Contact us, type in your name, leave a contact number or an email address. We'll get back to you, because people right now know what it is that people need right now. And that's the information that we want to receive, try to see what we can find. And if we can't find something, we want to go to bat for you and say, look, City of Cincinnati, this is what the people need.
Don, you had some final words?
Just to piggyback on what Marci said, we're definitely hoping that folks will find the website very useful. I'm sure that there are subjects on there that we haven't even thought of yet, and we're going to rely on folks to email us, contact us, so we can do that research for you and get the help that you hopefully need.
All right. Thank you both for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then I'll come back and wrap things up. One question I want to ask you: should we bail out the big three? They flew into Washington on their big private jets, and they wanted a handout. Should we give them a handout or just a hand? I want to hear from you when we come back. All right. And we are back live. Lincoln Ware Live is the program. Don't forget, you can watch this show online. All you got to do is log on to WKRP-TV.com. That's WKRP-TV.com. And you can watch this. Oh, okay. WKRP.TV.com. Is that it? Okay. All right. And there it is, right up there on the screen. That's the website address now. You can watch us live, or you can call somebody from around the country, around the tri-state, the nation, or the world, and tell them they can tune in and watch this show live every Sunday morning just by going to WKRP.TV.com. Yeah, and it'll get you there. All right, we got time to take a couple of more calls real quick, just pretty much open calls here. Jay, you had a question? I'm doing great.
Good. I don't want to downplay any of the ex-offender programs, but I've gone through a lot of them. Preferably one with the Urban League. And basically those programs, they're set up to help ex-offenders. I mean, me, myself, I don't have any felonies, but, you know, I do have some things that are questionable on my police record. They do help people with felonies, but the thing of it is they have so many stipulations like, well, you know, do you have a car? A lot of people who have felonies don't have a car.
Yeah.
A lot of people with felonies don't have a valid driver's license. You know, and they say, well, you know, are you able to work, you know, these hours? Are you able to work those hours?
Yeah.
If a ex-offender has children, then they can't work second shift. They can't work third shift. They
Well, you
can only
know,
work
but
first.
like I say, Super Jobs is another place. You don't have to just rely on the Urban League. There's other places out there. Try Super Jobs. I wish I could talk to you more, but I'm running short of time. Do I have time for one more quick call, maybe? Mary, you got to make it real quick.
Yes, I want to say that the bailout is not necessary, that those companies can combine, and maybe if we don't have but one company that make cars, that would be good enough.
that would be like a monopoly. Then they could do us any way they wanted to do.
Right.
Well, not really, because you got the foreign automakers in here, so they still would have to shape up and make some decent cars. You say let them merge and work together. All right,
because they're crooks. Goodbye.
Thanks for your call. Well, you know, I just say, I don't think the American automakers are making cars people want to buy. Look at Ford. The Mustang is about the only car that Ford produces that looks decent. They need to make some good-looking cars and people might buy them. They need to go back to the drawing board. I don't know who's designing a lot of the cars out there. Now, Chrysler is coming on with the 300. That looks nice. Cadillac is doing a little bit. Chevrolet is coming around with some nice-looking cars. But for so long, I can remember back in the 80s. Remember Chrysler with the K car? How ugly was that car? And they expected people to buy those cars. That's why they're in the shape they're in today, because for so long they were making lousy cars, and the foreign automakers came in and were making cars that looked good, and the price was right, and they had better gas mileage. That's why the big three are in the shape they're in today. Let's take a break. We'll come back and wrap things up right here on Lincoln Ware Live. And don't forget, WKRP-TV.com. You can watch us live every Sunday. Oh, no .com, just WKRP-TV.tv. We'll get it right. It'll be up on the screen when we come back. And we're back live. Okay, let me give you that website address again. WKRP.TV. That's all you need. That's it. No .com or anything like that. WKRP.TV, and you'll go to the website, and then you can check us out. All right, today at noon on 38 on WKRP, Ryan Francis and David Warner starring the wartime thriller Straight Unto Darkness. I love war movies. The greatest ever. Rebroadcast of this show on WOTH Channel 25, Digital Channel 25-1. Tonight at 9 on Channel 25, Professional English Soccer, Bolton Wanderers against Middlesbrough. That's tonight following the rebroadcast of this show. Don't forget, check me out Monday through Friday on 1230 WDBZ. And you can call me 679-6028 to leave me a message or whatever. I'm out of here until next Sunday morning, 10 o'clock. We'll see you then right here on WKRP.